Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel Mo Digging. It's good to see you once again. Well, this week I decided to go out to some locations that I've hunted many times before and dig everything. I dug all the low tones, the mid tones, and the high tones. And although my finds were kind of few and far between, I did find some stuff that I would like to share with you. Plus, I bought 2 old coins to add to the collection. So let's get straight to metal detecting. Well, I have been out here for about 30 minutes so far this week, and I have just under $1 and change. But here is my first relic for the week. I just got myself a big 8889 signal and popped this out. Looks like I got a house key and a big rotten, zinc heart. That's all right. Hopefully we find some good stuff this week. I am digging the low tones at the moment, so maybe we'll find some silver or some gold. But we'll have to get back at it. Let's throw that in the bag. Just had a very jumpy copper penny signal, and on the Fisher Gold Bug Pro, that's usually an 80, 81 kind of signal. And I just got this. I got a old broken pocket knife, which is kind of cool. The blade was open when it was lost. So do be careful when you're metal detecting. There is stuff like this sitting in the ground. Don't think I'm going to be able to salvage that one, but it is a cool little find. So we'll put it away. Well, it looks as though I've got something kind of interesting sitting here. Take a look at this. Oh, it's not... There you go. 89, 90, 91 signal. I just got myself a big coin sitting here in the grass. And let's find out together what it is, if I can find it again. It's right there. I think it's maybe a Kennedy $50. It's been sitting out here for a little while. What do we have? Yep, it's a Kennedy. Take a look at that. I found one of these a few weeks ago. And here's another one. 50 cents, 1980, I think it was 83 is what I saw. Yep, 1983 maybe. They still make these today, these Kennedy $50, but they are fun to pull out of the ground, and they ring up great on the metal detector. Yeah, you know, they sound like a silver $50 or a big silver ring, but I'll still take 50 cents. Guys, I was going to check back in with you for just a moment. This is something I found a little while ago. It's a little charging station for some earbuds, it looks like. As time goes on, I find more and more electronics when I'm metal detecting, so kind of an interesting find there. I did also get an animal tag a little while ago for Ruby, probably a little dog tag, obviously, so made of aluminum. And then I was going to show you one other thing that's kind of strange. I find a lot of zippers, and they're usually just junk. But this is kind of different. It's a zipper for a Nintendo DS, probably for the little carrying case that you would put that little gaming station in. So kind of a cool little find, and we'll get back at it. Wow, guys, right now I'm actually detecting a location that I've hunted many times before, but I'm digging the really, really ugly trash signals, and I just happened to get a silver $50 signal. It's not a silver $50, but it is something very unexpected. So let's take a look. It is amazing to me that I've missed this signal before. It was probably like 8 or 9 inches down, and it's sitting right there. What is that? That is a big coin of some sort. I think it's a token. I have not looked at it yet. What is this? Sorry, I had to get the dirt off of it. Columbia Eagle Truss? I don't know. Boy, that's a weird medallion. November 12th, 1981, and it's got one of the space shuttles on it. What the heck? I do not know what that is. There's another space shuttle on it. That is a strange find, and it was pretty deep for being from the 1980s. Give me just a second. Well, that is pretty cool. It is not every day that you find space exploration items when you're out metal detecting. There's one of the space shuttles launching a satellite, it looks like. Kennedy Space Center, Florida. And then the new era of space exploration. The heck? That is kind of strange. Columbia. Must be Columbia, the space shuttle. That's pretty cool. I believe that is the one that unfortunately burned up in the atmosphere back in the 2000s. I actually remember when that happened. I think that's the right one. But that's pretty cool. Very strange find to pull out of the ground. Well, I am finding a little bit more change at the moment, and I just got 2 keys out of the ground, sitting pretty close together. They weren't in the same hole, but they obviously were together at one point. And then I just got a loud 74 signal here and popped something out that's a little interesting. I just got myself a little kitty cat. Looks like it was on a keychain at one point, so that's kind of fun. I'll clean that up at home, and it may end up on somebody's key ring in my family, so kind of a neat little find. Here is a weird find. It was a 68 signal at a few inches down, and I just popped this out. What is that? It looks like the head off of a little hammer, almost like a little jeweler's hammer. I'm guessing that's what that is, but if anybody can clarify a little bit more, I'd love to know. So kind of a cool little thing to pull out of the ground. Here is a weird little find. Take a look at this. This was a little tiny 60 signal that I thought was going to be a scrap of trash, but it's actually not. It's this item right here. Look at that. It's a little mask, I guess. And it may actually be silver or something. I don't know. It could also just be aluminum. But I think that's like the acting mask or something like that. That's kind of a cool little find. Was not expecting to pull that out of the ground. We'll put it away. Well, guys, not entirely sure what I have here. This was just a solid 58 signal, and I popped a little bit of grass and I've got a ring. So let's find out together what it is. This thing has not been out here very long. You can see it sitting right there. What do we have? What kind of metal is this? It's gonna be another tungsten ring. Man, it's a honker of a ring. It's got some stones in it. Is it perhaps a tungsten ring with some diamonds? I don't know, give me just a moment. Maybe there's some markings in there. I'm not entirely sure. Still not sure about this one, you guys, but it's definitely a man's ring. It looks like it was a wedding band at one time, and it does have some little tiny stones in it, which I assume are probably some little diamonds. But the metal that it is, I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's maybe tungsten or stainless steel even, but it has no markings that I can see. So it's still a cool find, and I'm sure somebody was kind of upset that they lost that not too long ago. But we'll put it away and keep hunting. Here is something cool that I have not found in a long time. This was a 74 signal at about an inch down, and I just got a little figurine. Not sure exactly what that is supposed to represent. Oh, if I can turn it. What is that? Is it like a Roman soldier, maybe? I think that might be what that is. That would be pretty cool. My hand's not working very well. That's what it looks like to me. When I do a wrap-up later this week, I might be able to get a little more details on it, but that's pretty cool. I've only found a few other figurines like this before in my many years of detecting, so I will happily take that. Once again, I have to find one of these every week. Just got a real loud 85 signal here in the grass, and I thought I was going to be popping out like a toy car, but no, it's a vaping device. Blue Raz. That's funny. I find these things all the time now. Switch mods. I think they have like a lithium-ion battery in them, and so they ring up real high on the metal detector. Then I think they have an aluminum case, so we'll put it away. Not really sure about this one, you guys. I just got a high tone, like an 84, 85 signal on my machine, and it was sitting at about 4 or 5 inches down, and I may have a piece of silver here. So let's take a look. I did already pop this out of the soil and cleaned it up a little bit. It's a really cheap, ugly ring that I think has a dove with an olive branch that it's carrying. I think. Give me just a moment. I'll open it up all the way, and maybe there's some markings on it. I'm not sure. Well, this thing was tarnished to heck. Oh my gosh. I just scrubbed it down with my toothbrush that I had in the car, and the bristles are now just totally black from all the tarnish that was on this ring. but it is marked. It is a sterling ring that's in really bad shape. But you know what? That's probably like $1, $1.50 in scrap silver. And I will happily take that because that's also my silver for the week. I can't complain. So we'll put that in the bag and keep on detecting for a little bit longer. Back at the house now, you guys. So let's go over all my finds for this week. There is the board for this week, everybody. It is relatively full, but we are going to come over here first and just take a look at the trash. Lots and lots of stuff sitting on top of the ground and some stuff that I dug up out of the ground. So if you're going to go out and metal detect, please take as much garbage with you as you can. It certainly does protect our hobby when you clean up after yourself and after others. But we'll go around the board a little bit. I ended up with about $13.50 in change. There's my quarters, so just about $8 in quarters. A big pile of pennies right here. And I got some nickels and dimes, and I got that $50 that I'll show off here in a second. There's a Missouri MU pin that I've pulled out of the grass right there. There's a kitty cat and a bullet that's been fired, and something with a number 2 on it. Not sure what that is. Kind of an interesting little find. There's my pull tabs for the week. Got a nice little pile of those. I was digging the low tones. I was digging pretty much all the signals. Got some little things here and there, some shell casings, some fishing weights, things like that. Got that vaping device, pin, and some other little things. There's that broken pocket knife, Nintendo DS zipper. Got some keys this week. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7 keys, top to a lighter. There's a little aluminum ring right there, kid's ring, button. There's that charging device right there. A few little pieces of lead and brass and copper in there that I'll clean up and throw in my scrap barrel, more than likely. What else do we have? I got the face off of a watch, it looks like. There's that ring that I found with some stones in it. No markings on it whatsoever that I can see, but I think it's probably a tungsten ring with a few little tiny diamonds in it. That would be my guess. And I think at one time it was someone's wedding ring. And there, again, there's no information in the middle of it, unfortunately. I did get myself a Kennedy $50, 1983D. A pretty coin right there. Pretty much sitting in the grass. I got 1 piece of silver this week. Oh, I think I dug 2 pieces of silver. I'll talk about that here in a second. There's that smushed little bird with an olive branch ring, I think is what that is. So pretty cool little find there. It is marked sterling silver. There's that little head to a hammer, that ruby, dog tag. Here's some of my other really cool stuff that I really like. There's that little Roman soldier, I think is what that is. Pretty neat little find. Made of pot metal, so nothing terribly nice, I guess. You got a bracelet right there. I got this Columbia space shuttle medallion, which is pretty cool, in a location that I was not expecting to find something like that, ringing up like a silver $50 or even a silver $1. So really cool find there. I'm happy with that. That's just about everything except for like this. I didn't realize it, but I think that's a little piece of silver right there, that little mask, like dramatic mask. So another little cool find. It's not worth very much, but it is an interesting little piece. And then with the change that I dug up this week, I bought 2 coins. They're about $15, and I dug up about $13.50 this week. But I had a few extra dollars from last week, so we're going to count those dollars towards these 2 purchases. Both of these coins are coins that I have always wanted to find metal detecting and have never found, at least not yet. I've always wanted to find a silver 5 centavo piece from Mexico. People do dig them up, even here in the state of Missouri. This one is from 1886. It only cost me $5 at one of our local coin shows. Beautiful little piece. You got the eagle there with the snake in its mouth. I think that's just a neat little silver coin. Never dug one up yet. And then I have always wanted to dig up one of these little Canadian 5-cent coins. They are silver as well. There's the king on it, on the obverse, and then there's the reverse. This one is from 1904. Another really beautiful little coin. And like I said, they're very difficult to find here in the state of Missouri, but people do find them. Those are 2 bucket listers. And although I have not dug them up yet, I can at least purchase them with the change that I dig up on a weekly basis. So 2 really cool coins. Had a lot of fun this week, found some interesting things, and managed to get outside for a little while. As always, thank you guys so much for watching the channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye now.